Semen retention is a concept that has been part of various spiritual traditions for centuries. It's a practice that involves the conscious decision to refrain from ejaculation, preserving one's vital life force and redirecting this energy towards spiritual, mental, and physical growth. Although the practice has gained modern attention, particularly in the context of self-improvement, it has roots in ancient spiritual practices, such as Tantra, Taoism, and yoga. These traditions regard semen as a vital energy source, capable of elevating one's consciousness and enhancing spiritual development. However, what makes semen retention particularly powerful is not just the act of abstaining, but the time frame within which the practice is applied. Many claim that the first 21 days of semen retention have an extraordinary influence on one's mind and body. This period is often regarded as the most challenging and transformative stage. In this video, we will explore the power of 21 days in the journey of semen retention, examining how it influences the mind, body, and spirit. We will discuss the subtle shifts that occur in a man's energy field and how this practice can lead to greater clarity, focus, and personal growth. The concept of semen retention is not new. It is deeply rooted in spiritual practices that emphasize the importance of controlling one's desires and harnessing the power of sexual energy. In ancient cultures, semen was seen as a sacred fluid, a powerful force that could be redirected toward spiritual growth. Taoist practices, for example, regard semen retention as a way to conserve life energy, also known as qi or ki, and to cultivate vitality. Similarly, yogic traditions speak of the ojas, a life force that can be strengthened through practices such as celibacy or the conservation of sexual energy. When a man engages in semen retention, he essentially shifts his relationship with his own energy. The goal is not merely to abstain from ejaculation, but to transform the energy that would normally be spent outwardly into an inward force that nourishes the body, mind, and spirit. This is why the first 21 days of retention are considered to be pivotal. During this time, the body begins to recalibrate itself, and subtle yet profound changes start to occur. The initial discomfort and urges faced during this period are an essential part of the practice, as they help one confront and master impulses, leading to a deeper sense of inner control. The first 7 days. In the early stages of semen retention, particularly within the first 7 days, many men experience a surge of physical energy and mental clarity. Initially, the body may experience restlessness, anxiety, or frustration due to the buildup of sexual energy. These are natural responses, as the body is unaccustomed to this level of energy retention. However, this period is crucial for emotional and mental regulation. The first 7 days represent a detox phase, where the individual learns to cope with the withdrawal of old habits, desires, and impulses.
At this stage, the mind is often clouded with thoughts and distractions. It's common to experience heightened libido, leading to a deep inner battle with temptation. The key challenge here is to stay committed to the process, understanding that the first week is about laying the foundation for a deeper sense of self-mastery. As you push through these initial days, you'll begin to notice a subtle shift in your awareness. The mind becomes clearer, and emotions start to stabilize. Thoughts become more focused, and there is a growing sense of mental discipline. This mental clarity is essential as it lays the groundwork for spiritual development. Days 8 to 14, the strengthening of physical energy. From day 8 to day 14, the body begins to respond more positively to the practice of semen retention. At this stage, energy levels continue to rise, but so does the feeling of vitality and strength. This is when the body starts to replenish itself on a cellular level. One of the significant benefits of retaining semen is the increase in testosterone levels. Testosterone is not only linked to muscle growth and physical strength, but it also plays a crucial role in mood regulation and cognitive function. By the end of week 2, the individual often experiences enhanced focus, greater endurance, and a heightened sense of motivation. This period is essential for men who are seeking to improve their physical health and performance. Physical workouts become more effective, and there is a noticeable increase in strength. The physical energy that would otherwise be expended through ejaculation is now available to fuel other areas of life, whether it's pursuing personal goals, developing new skills, or enhancing relationships. During this stage, the body also becomes more attuned to the energy within, and there is an increased sensitivity to both internal and external stimuli. Days 15 to 21. The final stretch of the 21-day period marks a significant shift in both energy and consciousness. As you move past day 14 and into days 15 through 21, the energy that was initially overwhelming begins to stabilize and a sense of inner peace sets in. The mind is no longer plagued by constant cravings or thoughts of sexual desire. Instead, a deeper sense of self-awareness and spiritual clarity begins to emerge. Many people report experiencing heightened intuition, a sense of connectedness with the universe, and a deep understanding of their true nature. This period is crucial for spiritual growth. Semen retention allows the individual to tap into a deeper reservoir of energy, which is now being channeled toward higher purposes. The benefits of 21 days of retention extend beyond the physical and mental. They offer access to a new level of spiritual insight and wisdom. As the body heals and regenerates, the mind expands and the spirit becomes more tuned to universal energies. Meditation and other spiritual practices become more profound during this period, and many individuals find themselves experiencing heightened states of awareness. One of the central tenets of semen retention is the concept of transmutation. This refers to the process of transforming sexual energy into other forms of energy, such as creative energy, intellectual energy, and spiritual energy. While the first 21 days are critical for establishing control over sexual impulses, they also mark the beginning of the practice of transmutation. The key challenge is not just to withhold sexual release, but to consciously direct the energy that is being conserved. During the 21-day period, the individual learns how to transmute the raw energy of the root chakra, which is associated with sexual desire, and raise it to higher chakras, specifically the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown chakras. Each of these energy centers corresponds to different aspects of personal and spiritual growth. Transmuting sexual energy allows the individual to channel this powerful force into creative expression, higher learning, and spiritual development. By the end of 21 days, many men report feeling a significant shift in their energy, moving from lower base desires to higher, more refined spiritual aspirations. Semen retention is not just a physical practice. It is a profound exercise in discipline and willpower. Throughout the 21-day period, the individual faces numerous temptations and challenges. It is through overcoming these challenges that the real power of semen retention becomes clear. Each moment of resistance to sexual urges is an opportunity to strengthen the will. This discipline, when applied consistently, leads to a greater sense of self-control and inner strength. The power of discipline extends beyond just sexual restraint. It spills over into other areas of life, work, relationships, and personal goals. As the individual masters his sexual impulses, he begins to master other impulses, creating a more balanced, focused, and harmonious life. By the end of the 21-day period, the man has not only strengthened his energy, but also cultivated a higher sense of discipline, which serves him in all areas of life.
The psychological benefits of semen retention are profound. As you progress through the first 21 days, you may notice a significant shift in your self-esteem, confidence, and emotional stability. The practice helps you confront your own insecurities and emotional triggers. It forces you to confront and deal with your inner emotional landscape, clearing out old, unresolved issues. Many people who embark on the practice of semen retention report a dramatic improvement in their mental health. Anxiety levels decrease, and there is an overall sense of calm and peace. This psychological shift is not just the result of sexual abstinence, but the result of the mind-body-spirit connection that semen retention promotes. As energy is retained and transmuted, the mind begins to align with higher states of consciousness, leading to greater clarity, emotional resilience, and peace of mind. The power of 21 days is not the end of the journey, but the beginning of a lifelong practice. After completing the initial 21-day period, it is crucial to integrate the principles of semen retention into everyday life. This practice does not require continuous abstinence, but rather a conscious and intentional approach to one's energy. The key is balance. While the first 21 days can offer a significant breakthrough in energy cultivation, the real power lies in maintaining this awareness and practicing moderation in all aspects of life. The challenge is not simply about abstaining from ejaculation, but about living with a heightened sense of energy awareness, balance, and discipline. Those who continue with the practice of semen retention beyond 21 days often report deeper spiritual experiences, enhanced personal power, and a greater sense of purpose in life. As the practice of semen retention extends beyond the initial 21-day period, its long-term benefits become even more pronounced. The initial 21-day period serves as a powerful initiation, a doorway into a deeper, more sustained transformation. The true power of semen retention lies not just in the physical or psychological benefits experienced during the first few weeks, but in the long-term spiritual growth that emerges with continued practice. Over time, the cumulative effect of semen retention deepens one's connection to their higher self and the universe. The retained energy begins to harmonize with the natural flow of life, allowing the individual to tap into a source of spiritual vitality that previously may have seemed elusive. Many men who continue the practice of semen retention beyond 21 days find that they become more aligned with their soul's purpose and feel a stronger sense of inner peace and fulfillment. The long-term practice of semen retention also leads to an increase in spiritual awareness, deeper meditation experiences, and a greater sense of harmony in all aspects of life. People often describe an inner calm that transcends external circumstances, a peace that comes from mastering one's desires and living in alignment with higher spiritual principles. This is the ultimate goal of semen retention, not just the cultivation of physical energy, but the elevation of one's consciousness to higher states of spiritual awareness. In the journey of semen retention and spirituality, the power of 21 days cannot be underestimated. This period acts as a catalyst for profound change, shifting the mind, body, and spirit into alignment with higher levels of consciousness. While the initial 21 days can be challenging, they offer an opportunity to confront one's impulses and master desires, setting the foundation for deeper spiritual growth. The energy that is conserved and transmuted during this time has the potential to unlock new dimensions of personal power, creativity, and spiritual insight. Ultimately, semen retention is a tool for transformation, one that can lead to greater physical health, mental clarity, emotional balance, and spiritual awakening. The key is to remain consistent and committed to the practice, using the energy that is cultivated to serve not only one's own growth, but also the growth of others. By harnessing the power of 21 days, men can embark on a lifelong journey of self-improvement, spiritual awakening, and personal evolution. This is the true potential of semen retention, to tap into a source of energy that transcends the physical, opening doors to a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and spiritual connection.
So, whether you are just beginning your journey with semen retention or are already on the path, remember that the first 21 days are only the beginning. The real transformation comes when you integrate this practice into your everyday life, using the energy and discipline you have cultivated to fuel your personal and spiritual growth. Through this process, you will not only become a more powerful and focused individual, but will also awaken a deeper connection to the divine energy that resides within you.